make the strings.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. So anyhow, today, guys, we are, as you can see, the shop is clean, and I've pretty much just been spending like most of the beginning of the day cleaning up my mess from doing the whole Mustang thing yesterday. I didn't have a chance to clean up and before I went home. So I'm gonna basically be gone this weekend, which you guys should be seeing this video Monday. But so the plan is I'm gonna pull in the Saab and work on it. So the plan is after I get done with that, I'm gonna work on the Supra. Basically Monday I'm gonna order a bunch of parts, or like the day that you guys are seeing this video. Got a bunch of parts I'm going to order for that. Some other parts should be coming in. We're getting, parts are coming in for that thing. I'm talking about the Supra, by the way. But yeah, anyhow, I figured, I don't really have a whole lot of things I could do today. I can maybe do a few things on the truck, but Saab is going to happen today. We're gonna pull in the one, basically drop the subframe, push it over here, so I can steal the front end off it, pull the wagon in right next to it. So I'm not sure if I'll actually get that. I probably won't get it done today because it's already like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. I'll probably only be able to work till like 9-ish or something. So about 5-6 hours. You got to add some dicking off time in there. But yeah, let's get started. This is the 2008 Saab 9.3 Aero V6 6-speed manual sedan flood car that I got from Houston, and basically flooded, got at the auction, has a non-rebuildable title, so I can't do anything with the title. It's a clean car, but there's a ton of corrosion on all the wires on the inside. The whole inside of it smells all musty. It has mold in the back, like in the back seat. When I first got it, the whole trunk was full of water. Yeah, you can see all the mold and crap right there. I didn't have any luck trying to get it started. Just too many of the modules on the inside, and up underneath the dash is all rusty looking and crappy. So anyhow, we were sacrificing it to save the wagon, which you guys will see the wagon here in a little bit. If you guys don't remember the wagon, yeah, so we're just gonna start tearing this thing apart. I'm gonna pull the engine and tranny out, basically the whole subframe, slide it over to the side, and then pull the other one in and do the same. Alright, well, I'm assuming it's ready to come out. So basically what I did is disconnected all of the top lines, like everything that was connected. There's basically 2 quick connect coolant lines on the back that go to this little like degas coolant bottle right here. Obviously removed like the air box, the battery box. There was this wiring harness right here that basically plugged into the ECU. This kind of went to another plug on the engine, and a little ground. So that was pretty simple. All that stuff came off pretty nice. Got the linkages right there for the shifter. I will probably have to go ahead and disconnect those once I could actually access them a little bit better. Or maybe I could just pop them up. I think I could probably just pop them like right out of those things, so those won't even be a big deal. There's like a little vacuum thing for the transmission, a couple little wires. This is like the battery wire. I mean, everything seems pretty like quick connect like style. And then so this radiator, intercooler, condenser, all that stuff will all stay together. And yeah, so pretty much all I'll have to do is just drop it out the bottom. So there's a couple subframe bolts down there I need to kind of get to. The other thing I need to do, I already disconnected the strut tops and disconnected the brake line right there and the ABS sensor. That's the only thing that's connected to it. So power steering, steering rack, all that crap should stay like connected. There's the heater hose lines back there that are basically little quick connect things. I guess we're getting down close to it. I disconnected the AC right here. So I think the next thing I'll have to do is basically disconnect these 2 motor mounts up top. You basically get that whole thing out of the way. Same on the other side, and then disconnect the bolts on the bottom, and then we should be good to pretty much lower it down onto the pallet. So that's kind of the plan, is put it on a pallet. I might end up having to do like jack stands and then wiggle it around like that. just because I'm not sure if I'll actually have enough room to access the bolts through the pallet. So I don't know, it's just it's kind of up in the air now, but I guess I'm gonna figure it out. So it's only been like, I don't know, when did I say, like 3:40? It's only been like an hour. It's like 4:22 or something. It was like 3:30 when I did that, something like that. Not too long, but here we go. All right, so it took me like 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get to this point from there. There's a couple random things I needed to disconnect. There was this like a sensor going right here. I think that's for the headlights, for like the cornering or like the leveling or something like that. Maybe it's to adjust see how aggressive you're driving, something like that. The other thing is the shifter, like the shift cables. I had to disconnect those. I couldn't figure out, I'm sure that's a quick connect of some sort, but I couldn't figure it out in the car, so I just basically disconnected the bolt, and then the steering shaft, and then the other like super simple thing that you wouldn't expect me to like forget was the fuel line, but that came off real quick with just a little quick connect. Looks like there's a little bit of oil kind of around here, so maybe we'll have to see if I need to replace like valve cover gaskets or something like that. I mean, overall it didn't come out too bad, so I'm pretty stoked with that. It's kind of interesting to see like all of the technology like put into these things, and like how compact they are, and how much like how much engineering went into this actual engine to get it to fit this well in something. I mean, it pretty much like it was like just slid out like perfectly right there, and then it was just super close. I mean, not really over here, but all the turbo and stuff and the battery takes up all that space. But I mean, right here it was just like straight up on the frame rail. It was just right next to it. So yeah, it kind of sucks to do this to another Saab, but you know, non-rebuildable title, there's not much you can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing scooted over a little bit, and then figure out how I'm gonna get this thing dropped down and scooted over here, and then I'm gonna pull in the other Saab. Might have to see if I could round up somebody, get them over here to give me a little bit of help getting that thing in here. I might be able to make it work, but yeah, hopefully we could get both of these engines dropped out of here tonight, and then I want to start kind of messing with the front end on the other one, make sure that it's not too wrecked or whatever, but you'll see when it gets in here. So Dave showed up in the nick of time, and he helped me get this thing moved. So this thing is kind of hanging out on the side of the lift, just so I could probably end up robbing off like some of the front end parts, you know, the fenders, the hood, this front crash support, these little like headlight bucket brace things. Yeah, so I mean, I think this fender's probably all right, but it has a couple scratches on it. This one's actually not bad. The crash support doesn't look bad, but it's the upper things that are kind of tweaked enough to make me want to like exchange them. I might be able to get away with like hammering them and pushing them or something, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens when we start taking this thing apart. Hopefully the subframe's not too messed up. I guess I'll lift it up and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So now that she's up in the air a little bit, you can see, look at that. Big O, like, man, that thing got hit pretty hard. And then you can see right there, the transmission, the bell housing. It's got basically a hole right there in the bottom, and it's got a big old hole right there like in between. So hopefully this little thing right there is not too messed up. If it is, you know, there's some spot welds and stuff I could drill out and replace it with the other one. Yeah, I hope it's not too bad. I hope this thing just kind of bolts straight up in there, but it probably won't. We'll have to do some pushing and pulling of some sort. But yeah, like I said, this one has a salvage title. This one has a non-rebuildable title, so I can't do anything with this. This one I can. This one was in a collision, wasn't involved in any sort of flood activity or anything like that. It is the same exact color. but I did end up stealing the front bumper off of it, the Aero bumper off of that one, to put onto my girlfriend or Jamie's her car, because hers didn't have the Aero bumper on it. But for this car, I actually got from eSaabParts.com. I got the Griffin front end, or the Griffin front bumper. And if you guys remember from when I painted Jamie's bumper, I have the headlights in here. I went ahead and sanded them and clear coated them, so they look pretty much brand new. It's going to have a completely new subframe. And I think this car has 89,000 miles on it, and this car had 66,000 miles on it. And this thing underneath it looks super, super clean. This one's not bad as well, but you know, other than the stuff in front. But what time is it now? It is 5:30. I guess let's see how long it takes me to get this one out. So now that I got it in here and looking at it, I'm like, oh, I kind of just want to hang out and relax. But we'll see. We'll see how far we get. So I know I am going to be pulling this engine out of here, and I'm basically putting it in that one because the bell housing on this thing is just big o break in it. I don't know if you guys can see it down there. I might show you on the other cam. Well, you'll see it when it comes out. But anyhow, I want to make sure this thing starts, and you know, the ECU and the wiring and all that stuff is okay, and the fuel pump and you know, all that stuff. So I never started it before because there's a bunch of dirt in the intercooler, but basically what I did is I just disconnected all the piping, and it's just kind of ran right here. Basically the intake air temp and the map sensor, I disconnected the mass airflow sensor. And yeah, so it cranked really slow. I already tried cranking it, so we put it on the battery charger. And I guess we're gonna see, this thing is like a pigsty in here. This thing is terrible. I'm definitely gonna have to do a bunch of cleaning in here to make this thing like up to par, but good thing that other interior, that other one's kind of clean. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, well, it tries to run. Let's see how many. Tire pressure system, cornering headlights, stability control, coolant level low, traction control, rear hatch open. I wonder if the transmission even works. Ooh. Sounds kind of sketchy. It says oil pressure low, make a safe stop. So yeah, look how dirty this thing is. I never realized how actual like bad it is, but it has heated seats. It has this stupid climate control. I don't like this climate control. It's the one that's in Jamie's car, and like mine, it's auto and it has dual climate control. But basically, you could control it with the one, and as long as somebody hasn't messed with that other one, it controls it right here. Whereas this one, you're like, oh, I want it hot in here, and then but this one's cold, and then this one's cold, and then you have to like do them both. And that's kind of stupid, but maybe there's a setting or something you can make it so it only works off of this one, because that's what I would do. And the other thing I want to do is the short shift kit, because this one just feels like dookie. Like this thing just feels all crappy forward back. Feels like it. I mean, it could be because the transmission's all wrecked too. But we're gonna 87,000 miles. Now you can definitely tell this one was rode hard and put away wet. I guess put away in a it wasn't put away wet. It was put away in a damn barbed wire fence. Is what it was put away in, but yeah, it runs. So I know that it's a decent engine. I think all that squeaking was the damn the what? No, it's the bell housing is completely broken. David's telling me that the timing change. No, it's the bell housing, David. So I know I got a good engine. So maybe the thought process behind, you know, having an extra Saab like this and is I might be able to make power with one. That would be kind of fun, huh? But bad thing is it's front wheel drive. But she runs. Let's continue yanking her apart. Alright guys, so this one's out of here. This one definitely took a little bit more effort just because the engine was pushed back, like almost up against the fire, not completely against the firewall, but this engine mount right here was actually broken, and I couldn't really get to the back to get a couple of the things I needed to get off very easy. But yeah, I mean it came off pretty decent. I don't know how this ended up. Those things I guess just slide out of there. Maybe that's what they do. But yeah, you could see in here. Let's see, where are we at? So that's the broken tranny cross member, and or not cross member, bell housing. So the tranny on this thing is kind of messed up. But yeah, all the wiring and all that other stuff seems like it might be like untouched. Maybe a few little connectors and stuff that I might have to mess with. But I was definitely going to look at all the harness and everything on here, make sure nothing's corroded. Because as I said before, the starter motor on it was super corroded on it, so maybe that was another reason why it wasn't starting. But I'll just kind of double check everything, make sure it looks good, and then I guess swap everything and see if we could get it stuffed in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it tonight or not, but I'm going to start looking at things and seeing kind of what I'll need to actually transfer over. Because I know there'll be a couple little things, or maybe like maintenance items like serpentine belt. And the other thing I kind of wanted to do was make a downpipe. Since it's already right here, it'd be super easy to just make my own downpipe. Or I thought about, instead of doing that, maybe just gutting the cat out of this downpipe, because it's pretty much a 3-inch downpipe anyhow. And then it'd just be OEM and all the heat shields and everything would work, but it just wouldn't have a cat in it. So, because when I did start this thing, it wasn't that loud. So it's definitely got a big giant cat on it right there. So I don't know. Alright, so this is how you get a crank pulley loose on a 2JZ. You get a big old bar and a dude, and then a big old bar and an even bigger dude. Uh-oh. That was the... Is it going?
No, it cracked like that other one. You need to hit it with the hammer, Trev.
Alright. Where's the hammer? Where's the hammer? What did I do with that damn hammer?
Huh? Up. Good girl.
Ready?
Did it go?
Oh, it did. No, it cracked. It busted. Yep, there it is. Yep, it likes that shock.
Yeah.
Shock and awe. Yeah, so now we're gonna pull this thing and we're gonna put it in the Saab.
Now we have 2 JZs without crank pulley bolts. Nice.
Yeah, I know. Now progress can begin.
And now we could order all that stuff from Drift Motion.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. If it fits, it sits or it swaps, and 2Js like to fit in things. But honestly, like look at that taper on the valve cover, like that would almost be perfect with the firewall. It would go underneath there, actually a decent amount, and then you'd have to stick the radiator pretty much underneath all this stuff, which is where it is anyhow. But it would fit. The only thing would be is there's no like transmission tunnel or anything in here. But it's always funny to just try and swap, like kick around the idea of swapping JZs and everything, because it's nice to swap JZs and things. Alright, if you were wondering what I was doing, I was basically installing a catless downpipe. So this factory downpipe is like, I would say 2 3/4 inch. I mean, it's pretty decent size. So it's close to a 3-inch. The rest of the exhaust isn't a bad size. And so instead of like buying a catless downpipe, which there is some really good ones on the market, like Genuine Saab makes a nice one. I think it's like 300 and some bucks. And I thought about doing that, but I was like, well, if I just do this, I mean, we're getting close, and I don't ever plan on making a ton of power. And if I do, I'll end up doing like a different turbo and a custom downpipe and all that other stuff. You could see these things are kind of a very interesting turbo. So the exhaust manifold on the back comes up to the front. Is that I wonder if that's a crack in the bellow on the pipe. Look at that. That looks like a crack down there. And then it almost looked like a little exhaust leak. But yeah, I wonder if this thing has an exhaust leak right there. That would be odd. But anyhow, it basically goes up right here, and then it's a dual entry turbo. So it's basically a it's like this. It's a divided. That's what I mean. So it kind of separates the front and the back, and dual entry or twin entry turbo is what they say. You can see we got the wastegate here. That's a big wastegate. Look at that. And then look at that tiny little exhaust guy. So yeah. So I figured might as well just do a little catless downpipe, but I was also thinking that it wouldn't be too bad to actually make a like a custom little turbo thing into like a T3 flange, or even like a divided like T4 flange. And it would be really sweet to put like a Garrett, like a 2871 on here, or like a GTX, 2867 or something like that. But something that could flow decent amount of power, because these things, they make a lot of power down low, and you could get them like with like the stage, I think like 3 or 4 or 5 tune or whatever. You could get them over 400 foot-pounds of torque like super easy, but it makes all the power at like 3,500 like 3,500 RPMs, and then it just like falls off as you go up to redline, just because the turbo just can't support it. I mean, because this is a 2.8 liter, and that's just one single little bitty turbo right there. So the other thing would be the blow-off valve. You'd have to figure out, because it has an electronic blow-off valve, or maybe you could just leave it unplugged and then just hook up a normal blow-off valve to it. But that's kind of my thought process. I'm definitely not going to go crazy right away with this thing, but I figure since I have this other engine sitting right here with everything all like easy to mock up on, I might as well just kind of mess with it and see if I could figure out an easy way to basically just use like 2 V-bands and V-band it up and go into like a little Y, and go into like a T3 flange, or even like a T2, and then like a 2871. I have, where's it at? This one. So this is a Garrett 2871R, and I had that on a came out Turbo Civic a long time ago, and then I had it on my KA, and then I put it in another Turbo Civic, and then the oil line or something got clogged, and it just wasn't getting any oil, and so it killed that turbo. So I need a center section for it, but I might be able to work out something with Garrett, see if they could just send me like a center section for it, and then I could just mock that thing up on here really, really easy, and have a 2871 on here, like basically like GTX center cartridge. And that, I mean, it would just sound insane too. It would sound like a damn jet, because these turbos aren't super loud. Yeah, it'll be a little bit louder, exhaust note wise with the gutted downpipe, because when I started this one, when it still had all that, it was basically open downpipe, and it sounded almost like my other car. It wasn't too super loud. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do now. I did a couple months ago. So my blue Saab needs a clutch. So I ordered one from Map.Tune. So not this one. This is ties for his 2-liter Saab. This is a brand new one with a dual mass flywheel and everything. But so I have an upgraded like stage whatever. I don't know. It'll support like 400 Newton meters or something crazy like that. I don't know. Not super crazy, but should, with a tune and everything, it should be fine, and it should feel like stock. So I am going to go ahead and upgrade the clutch on this, because pretty much right away I'm going to go ahead and send out like the spare ECU to have it tuned. And yeah, and then I'll have a tuned Saab with a downpipe and an intake, and then eventually work on something with maybe a different turbo, like a turbo upgrade. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the plan. So I'm going to continue looking at things, but I think I might actually go home here in a little bit, because I got to kind of prepare for our weekend. We got to pack, we got to do all that stuff. And I'm not sure if this is going to be a video for you guys, or if I'll wait till we get back and actually get something done. But there's so much random stuff I need to get done. I might just, you know, shoot this out to you guys on Sunday, but we'll see. I guess that's gonna be it for this video. I know a lot of you guys are pumped about Saab videos, and then a lot of you guys like don't care about Saab videos, but you know, at least it's something automotive related, and at least I'm kind of, you know, making progress on something. So I guess you know, I like working on stuff, and I love these damn Saabs, and I'm basically piecing this one back together, and this one's gonna be like a, I don't know, kind of like the ultimate like wagon in my eyes, other than the fact that it's not all-wheel drive. If it was all-wheel drive, it'd be awesome. But I really do think that like a different turbo would be sweet on this thing. So over the next, you know, couple months or whatever, I'll probably figure out something for that. I don't know. I got too many things to do already. But I do think it would be kind of cool, especially if I could get it all mocked up on here. So basically, in my spare time, so basically I could just like bolt it on that one. So let me know what you think. I know I'm not sure exactly who I'm going to go through for tuning. I was thinking like Brew City Boost. So if any of you guys have a 2.8T with like a catless downpipe and you know, open air filter or whatever, let me know who you had tune it and what you kind of think of the tune. I don't want to go super crazy. I mean, it still is going to be my daily. I want it to be reliable. I don't want to be, you know, breaking things or having crazy issues with it. I mean, I don't know what tune is on my other wagon, but that thing is like a beast. I love it. It drives really, really good. I don't know. I just like that damn thing. But again, appreciate you guys watching. Basically taking off this weekend and you know, relaxing and gonna hang out with Jaymie and some friends and yeah, so we're gonna go do that, and you know, kind of take a break from the shop because I've been here too damn much lately. But again, appreciate you guys watching, and let me know what you think of a single turbo. I think 2860 or 2871 would be perfect on this thing, but I don't know. Catch you later.
Each ice castle weighs, let's see, over 25 million pounds.
Dang. Check out this ice castle. Alright, so this is what we're doing this weekend. We're taking a weekend off, and then we're relaxing. We're going to the hot springs, and we're hanging out. You guys all have your bikinis on under these, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. We need a thumbnail.
Alright, the ice castles were...
Look at this. Can we touch?
Oh yeah, you can do
wow.
whatever you need to do. Yeah.
Look at that. What do you think, Jamie? Do you feel like you're in a winter wonderland? Do you want to play violin?
Violin?
Yeah. Yeah, like Lindsay Sterling? Yeah?
She actually did her.
Hey, don't fall.
We're going down a slide.
I think we have to keep climbing, or are we good?
I don't know.
Hey, Jimmy, you want to take an Ussie up here?
Yeah.
Okay. It's video Ussie.
Okay.
Yeah, she's down on the ground. She can fall.
Right there.
Alright, see you later.
Oh, that's it?
Wow.
It's really slick. I bet it's cold.
What happened?
Kaden? You went good.
I busted my ass.
You slipped pretty good on that,
I tried
almost
to
like
slide
it's
with my
ice.
boots, and they caught
That's a pretty good slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what this stuff is made out of. It's like this shaved ice. And hey, who wants to make a yellow snow cone?
Here.
All right.
Yeah, but my shoes are gonna be ruined. They tell you to wear boots, and I didn't wear boots. Wow. One of these just fell on us right now. It's kind of sketchy.
Yeah, no, I see it. Those are all death. This is a death trap.
That's pretty sketcy. Here's another slide. Squeaky house there. So this is what it looks like. Start up there and you get little things.
Okay.
Yeah, go on that one.
Are we going to be rotating to roll guard or no?
Alright, which one's faster? This one? Okay.
This one?
A little bit, maybe.
Alright.
Alright, see you later.
Face first, Jamie.
No.
They don't? Have you done it like after everybody leaves? This is a pain. You should do it on the last day, but that way they can't fire it. Totally correct, sir. Oh. Alright, ready? Yep. This is like kind of hard to do.
I can do what?
That's alright. I just skipped along after I got out. Wow.
My hands are cold. It's like it was flat.
Hard.
What?
It's hard to get in.
Yeah, it is. Like
You're like everything's just kind of slippery. You're like, oh, I'll just brace myself on
this ice.
Just wait to see them come out the end, okay? Come over here.
I was like balancing on it.
I guess this is an igloo. Oh hey.
Oh, well, I don't know if I want to go in there. Are you?
What? Going in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there.
Still in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in there.
So now we're in an igloo.
My hands are cold and my knees hurt. Ouch. I want to get out.
Oh, I'm the freaking
Like people are coming in to take you home. We live here now. It's not even cold in here. You're gonna get out? Go ahead.
It's an igloo. It's an igloo.
Go on.
We'll give you a push. Don't do face forward.
Fine.
Is that will hurt?
That
You reckon or
will hurt,
something?
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be alright.
Oh, really? Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
I think that will hurt.
Some chilling.
You're gonna face plant into some kids.
Like a penguin. Yeah, if you stand like right here.
This is
Easier said than done.
Told you.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
okay. That looks painful. Ow!
Your turn, Harley.
I forget how to stop recording.
There's these kids in there. No. No.
Having kids is like a circus.
Ooh, wow. There's a lot of kids up here today. Maybe it's one of those cabins right there. Come on out, Jaymie. Come on out. Alright, so this is basically what we got for the weekend. Hi, Tara.
Hi.
You're on the internet now. So basically we're at the mt.Princeton hot springs. They're
Walmart is
yeah, Jamie's all excited. She's the only one who changed yet to get going. But got my brother, his girlfriend, Harley, his fiance, fiance, and so me and Jamie got a room over here. It's this nice little like 1-bedroom cabin with a loft in it. So we got our stuff right here, and then a little bathroom. Pretty cool. And then you come out here, and it has a little TV, fireplace. You go upstairs and it has 2 beds up here. So yeah, kind of a cool setup. That's nice that the little things in this nice wood guy. Fire detector. Yeah, pretty cool little setup up here. So this is where they're staying. Me and Jaymie got our own room because I was the one who set it up. So that's how it works. What do you think?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Are you ready to go soak? And Harley,
Yeah, it's not too bad.
what do you think about soaking?
It's good for about a half hour.
So Harley doesn't like to soak, but we're here soaking. Or we're gonna go, and they're like natural hot springs, and there's a like a pool that there's like a big pool, and then there's one that goes down into the river, and there's like little hot tub spas, all kinds of stuff. They do like a couple massages and crazy things like that. So that's what we're doing this weekend. So, or at least tonight and tomorrow. Say hey, Jaymie. Hey, what are you doing?
Just playing with some rocks up here.
Yeah, so there's like a rushing river right there. And we're in like this raging river, yeah. And we're just chilling in the pool side. Basically these like really hot pools. These things are like 100 and some degrees. Really warm. Feels really nice. That one like burns you. You can't see it, but I'll show you more now. Alright, so it's daytime over here. Look how dirty Big Dirty is. It's like a limo. Hauling 6 people around in this thing. But yeah, look at this. We got a nice little. What do you think? We didn't even sit on the porch and drink coffee. Yeah, let's sit on the rocking chairs now. But look at this. Too bad there wasn't like one of those little hot tub spring pools right there. So that would be too nice. Yeah, like they. You think that one's hot? No, that one's probably not hot.
Well, it looks like people tried.
Maybe. Yeah, they realized that these things make money, and they're like, yeah, let's build a bunch of them now.
Yeah,
This thing was kind of spendy for the night.
well, not with 6 people.
Well, yeah, I guess for 6 people, and then everybody gets like it's like $25 a day for the gold wristband. We got 2 days.
But those are included when you stay overnight.
Yeah, and 10% off. 10%. 10%. And we got neighbors too. Pretty cool setup. This thing, I think it'd be better if we stayed like 2 days. So you got the cabin both days. So you have like a full day with the cabin. Because we got here, basically you check in at 3, and then you check out at 11. We got here at like 6.
That's okay.
It wasn't too bad though. Walking across the bridge today. Some old cars in the river.
That's so weird to think about, like, they were like once driven in real life.
I don't know what any of them are. That one looks like a Chevy something, but I don't know. Away we go. Alright, so this is where we've established. So they have like a pool up there. And then what do you think? Alright, who's gonna do it first? So this tub that we're in is like 100 and some degrees. It's like super hot right here. And then you get out into the river right there and it's like 30 degrees. So they're gonna go over there and see if they could handle it. You gotta go all the way in. How was it?
Fucking cold.
Harley? You ready? Oh, are we doing it now? Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Oh, God. But whenever you're like in there for a second, it gets really cold.
I don't know if my nipple can.
I don't think it did.
Okay. I'm gonna have a huge bruise on my leg.
Wow, it's hot.
That river started to take me though.
They're like, it doesn't.
It's cold.
It's not facing them as much.
Cold?
When you're like really hot though, it's not as bad.
It really wasn't that bad. It feels
It's
good.
like
Now
an
it feels
ice
good.
bath.
Now it feels good like standing out here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feels good for like a minute.
my hands are wet.
Kind of like an ice bath though.
Oh, my hands. All right, so we're playing dam builders right here. So we have the ice cold water right here, and then we have like super hot water over there. And so we made this little channel, so all the water kind of flows in here. So we get, this isn't like ice cold water. It's probably like, I don't know, 40, 50 degrees, maybe 60 degree water. It's not bad. And then it flows right there, and then it kind of mixes a little bit, so we're not like scalding ourselves. But now we almost need to like let it mix a little bit better. But it's, how's it feel now? That's good. That's good. Yeah, reminds me of when I was a kid. I always tried to build like dams and stuff when we went camping in the streams, but this is like just diverting water. Alright guys, so we are back in town, or you know, and it's all foggy and crazy and nasty and gross, and it's like
20 degrees.
19 degrees. And we're gonna
Everyone get the baby.
We're gonna go get the baby. How does your butt feel from sitting in the middle this whole time?
Like bad.
Bad?
Like bad.
Bad.
That was bad, yeah. Sat in the middle front seat the whole time.
That's good. That's good. So yeah, we're gonna go with the baby. I'm sure she's gonna be excited to see us.
We the best music. Another one.
Who is that guy? Look at the baby. We're trying to get a baby reaction video. Oh hey. Hey. Alright guys, so we're back at the house after basically the weekend, kind of hanging out and relaxing. So it's nice to get away from the shop and hang out with Jaymie, and Jamie's parents watch the baby, and they always enjoy that. The baby's excited to see us, and we're excited to see her. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you kind of like doing things like this, or me showing you guys things like this, let me know. I'll try to incorporate Jaymie and the baby a little bit more.
Who's he talking to? Who's he talking to?
Yeah, she did. She's like, who's Daddy talking to? But alright guys, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in a couple days. Say bye.